Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your practice. My name is Tish, and today I'll be guiding you through a medical Qigong flow that focuses specifically on the kidney and the bladder. The intention for this practice is really to cultivate a sense of vitality that comes from the waters. And so we'll be focusing a lot on connecting with the water element, as well as nourishing our kidney chi, as well as our bladder meridian. And so just to begin and to kind of give you an idea, the kidney meridian runs from the big toe up to the inside and the back of your legs, all the way up through your spine to this midpoint here where we're going to be working on. And then the bladder meridian focuses mostly on coming from the inside here, moving down the back of the legs, and then coming back down up the spine again, all the way actually to the brain. And so this practice is short and sweet, and I invite you to pull from some of these movements into your daily life so that you can take time to nourish your life force energy on a daily basis. So before we start, let's just bring our feet a little bit hip distance apart, and then place your left hand over your right for women and your right over your left if you're a man. And then allow your knees just to soften a little bit. So feel the bones starting to stack. And then let's close the eyes and take a moment here to just breathe in through the nose all the way into the lower dantian. And really taking a moment here just to feel the quality of the breath. Notice the emotional body, notice the energy body. And as you breathe, just invite your breath in to start breathing in 4 counts in and 4 counts out. And so we'll be starting to weave in our hands, inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhaling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just keep breathing like that, inviting in a regulated nervous system. And exhale for 6. And as you're breathing like this, I want like for you to imagine that you are spreading your hands and your fingertips through flowing and running water. Start to become aware of this element of life force. Without water, there's no life. And see if it's hard or challenging for you to have the breath come in for 4, and exhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. And just keep weaving this breathing pattern of 4 in and 6 out. It's a beautiful way to start to regulate the nervous system. Start to notice and sense and feel if you can be aware of any kind of tingling sensations or awareness in the fingertips and the hands as you move through this water. And then last round. And then allow your hands now to land on the back where your kidney lives. So your kidneys are based and located at the top of your sacrum. And you can imagine they're like 2 kidney beans, one on the left and one on the right. And your left kidney, which holds your yin chi, is a little bit higher than your right kidney, which holds your yang chi. So take a moment here to breathe into your hands. And in the next few practices, we're going to be working through releasing any stuck energy that lives within the kidney meridians. So inhaling and exhaling through the mouth. 2 more. And now you can make your hands into little fists and you can just start to tap on your kidneys. So a question I always like to ask myself is, do I suffer from exhaustion or any kind of fatigue? And if I do, I just come back to this practice to rejuvenate and infuse my kidneys with life force energy. We're now going to move the tapping and move it down into the sacrum. You can just tap around the sacrum, the coccyx. And then from here, we're going to bring it over to the bladder and just lightly start tapping on the bladder. And as you breathe in, start to bring your hands down the front of your legs, tapping, keep releasing through the breath. And again, now the outsides of the legs. And coming up on the insides of the legs. Bringing your hands up over to your chest. And then down your shoulders and your arms. Coming on the inside of your arms. And then over to the opposite hand and the arm. And then gently tapping your head. And release. Take a deep breath in here, noticing and feel a shift in the physical and the energy body. And now I invite you to start visualizing and seeing the most beautiful body of water standing in front of you. Could be a lake or the ocean, a river or waterfall. Could be a made-up space, location, or it could be somewhere where you visited before. And start to tune into the quality of how you feel around being and sitting or by water. And then from here, we're going to start to release more of the toxins that lives in our kidney. And we're going to inhale, bend our knees, and exhale. Releasing through the mouth. And more. Last two. Good. And then relax. Notice, sense, and feel a shift, a change. Good. And from here, we're going to move into empty coat sleeves. It's just moving from one side to the other and let your hands follow. And you're tapping on the kidneys on the back and on the bladder in the front. So this is a really good one to do in the mornings when you wake up, to wake up your organs, your jing that lives in your kidneys. And it is said that our jing, we only get a certain amount of jing, which is really the vitality that lives in your kidneys. And it's believed that some teachers teach that we can actually revitalize it through these movements. And I think sometimes, you know, as a student of yoga and have been for many years, that the practice of Qigong is so simple and yet so profound. And it's when you start to dedicate yourself to doing these movements every day that you can start to see a shift in your physical and your energy body, as well as your emotional and mental body. So now just do around 3 more rounds. And then come to a still stand. Notice, sense, and feel. Seeing that body of water in front of you. And notice how you feel around being with this water. From here, rub your hands together and then place them on your kidneys. And so we're going to be making a sound right now that helps to remove any stagnancy in the kidneys. And the sound for releasing stuck energy in the kidneys is chiri. So as you can see, I'm kind of like making my mouth as I'm smiling, chiri. So you're going to inhale. And then you're going to bring your hands forward as you say chiri, and you're going to remove the energy and have your hands facing down. I'll show you first, and then we're going to do 8 rounds. Inhale. Chiri. Inhale. Exhale, placing, revitalizing, fusing your kidneys with life force. Inhale. Three. 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 One more time, bring your hands, rub them together, filling it with life force. Inhale and exhale, placing them on the kidneys. Inhale. Three. And let the hands rest by the side. Notice, sense, and feel. Good. From here, we're going to be moving into the 5 yin tonification. It's very simple. It looks like this. Inhale, almost like you're catching a golden ball of light. And as you exhale, it's a slow press back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, light bend in the knees, and exhale back. Inhale. And so you can just keep doing this movement. And again, close your eyes and see yourself standing at this beautiful body of water. Imagine that you have your feet in the water as it flows beneath you, and that you're soaking up the water's vitality into your body, in through your hands, and through the bottoms of your feet, and filling all of the waters in your body with this life force energy that comes from water that is alive, nourishing us deeply. And so it's said by my teacher that if you can do the 5 yin tonifications every day for 50 at a time, you will have a strong and a healthy life. It revitalizes all of the yin organs. The other yin organ is also the heart. And without a healthy heart, we can't have a healthy life. So just start to see and visualize your kidneys being nourished by this life-giving water. Last 10. You will see after a while, you don't have to think about the movement. It's almost like the movement, the energy is taking you. See if you can become aware of your energy body expanding in front of you and behind you and both sides of you. And when you're ready, you can come to a standstill and place your hands on your lower dantian and start to breathe into your bladder, the bladder that holds so much. It's the organ that teaches us about taking action. It's the organ that holds all of that which is dispelled through the kidneys to release toxins. So start by making circles going to the left 8 times on your bladder. And I want you to imagine that it's the moon that lives here in the lower dantian, really calling from the energy and the waters of the moon to fill, revitalize, and nourish. And then go the opposite side, continuously connecting to the energy of the moon. And then when you're ready, take that energy that you cultivated and place it against your kidneys, but yet again. And as you inhale, sending that life force. And as you exhale, you're going to bend forward and trace the back of your legs, coming down to the front of your big toe, and then bringing your hands up on the inside of both of your legs. Cross the belly, back of the kidneys, inhale and exhale, tracking, guiding the hands through the back of the legs, coming up on the inside of the front of the legs, over the bladder, and then resting again on the kidneys. One more time, inhale and exhale. Inhale, bringing it up on the inside of the legs and resting again on the lower dantian. From here, bring your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Bring your hands facing down and again, see and visualize that body of water in front of you. We're going to be moving with the water today. And this movement is called breaking waves. So your hands are going to follow your hips. So bring your hips to the left side, bring your hands over, and then bring your hips over to the right, and then bring the hands over. It's almost like you're a water bender, and you can walk and you can play with pulling the water up towards you. So close your eyes and just feel what that feels like. It's like you're forming an infinity circle on the waters. And allow yourself to get into it a little deeper, as slow and mindfully as you can. And then start to move in the opposite direction now. Bending the water, connecting with that body of water, fueling all cells of your being with this water, life force, the jing of the kidneys. And then coming to a standstill, feel, notice, and sense the energy that's on your hands. And almost like you're scooping up this water now, and bring your hands gently cupping your ears. So both of your ears are directly connected to your kidneys. And so what's really good if you just pressed against your ears, inhale, and then release. Do that for 8 counts. Inhale and release. And then from here, just start to touch the tops of your ear, massaging it down, the earlobes down to the bottom of the ears. And then take your index fingers and then find there's like a little soft spot just below the inner bones of the ears. And just make little circles going forward, breathing, noticing, sensing, and feeling. This is a great tool to use to help stimulate the nervous system. And then now moving the opposite direction, making small little circles in the inner ear. And then press into the ear very lightly, and then release. Notice, sense, and feel any light shifts. And now we're going to revitalize and rejuvenate the kidneys by moving into the water wheel. And if you've practiced with me before, you're very familiar with this sequence. You're going to place your left hand on your left kidney, on your right kidney, on the opposite side. And you're going to bring your right hand, reaching up with your palm facing up, reaching up and meeting and connecting with the stars as well as the moon energy. And you're going to twist to your right side as you inhale. You're going to bend down and scoop up the water. And then imagine and see this water washing, cleansing, clearing over you. Inhale, witness and watch your hand moving down, imagining that you're scooping your hand through this waters, washing, cleansing, clearing, now connecting with the sky, the moon, the stars. And again, we're going to do 8 rounds of these. And see if you can be present with the movement, going very slowly and mindfully. Last two. And last one. And then bring your arms out in a T. Have both of your hands facing upward, connecting with the moon. And then finding your rotation, bringing the right hand to the left kidney, the left hand facing upwards, connecting with the moon energy. As you inhale, you twist to the left, scooping up that water. And keep rotating, connecting with the waters. At your own time, completing at 8 rounds. You might find that you get a little dizzy, just go slow and stand in the center if that happens. A lot of energy is being moved. And then when you come to your 8th round, come back, bring your hands facing downward, connecting with the waters. And then scooping up that energy from the waters, bringing it up and over. 1 and 2. Exhale and 3. Placing the hands on the lower dantian. Notice, sense, and feel. Good. And for this last movement, we're going to be working with 8 different movements. It looks like this. Again, your visualization is the body of water. If it's waterfalls around you or a river flowing, whatever feels most aligned for you, the ocean that's coming towards you. I'm going to bend your knees slightly, a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Inhale, gather. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw. Exhale, expand. Inhale, pull in. And exhale, release. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring up. Inhale, bring up. Exhale, expand. Inhale, pull in. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, go down. Exhale to gather. I'm just going to keep moving like this. You're welcome to close your eyes and see how you can move through water slowly and mindfully. Last one, inhale. Inhale. And hands on the lower dantian, sealing your practice, sealing your life force, feeling the water gushing through the cells of your being with vitality, health, nourishment. We're going to close our session with pulling heaven down from earth. Inhale, extend your arms. Imagine your fingertips becoming magnets for the energy of the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky. And as you draw that energy into your body, imagine the front of your body is being washed, cleansed, cleared, revitalized with golden liquid light, like a waterfall dripping down the front of your body. Inhale, extend the arms. Reach up, gather that life force, and then fill the back of your body, the back of your head, of your skull, of your neck, the back of your heart, sacrum, spine, all the way down the back of the legs. And then last one, inhale, bringing the energy up from the sky and allowing that liquid light to drop into your central channel, washing, cleansing, clearing, releasing, filling the central channel with life force energy. And take a moment here to notice how different, if any, you feel before you started your practice. And the invitation is to remind you how simple it can be to reset, to revitalize, and to nourish your life force energy. Bring your hands to your heart, step your foot against one another. Take a moment to bow down, giving so much thanks to the lineage of these teachings and the work, and to yourself for showing up for your practice today. If you have any questions, if you want to learn more, if you want to experience a one-on-one session, feel free to reach out to me and we can connect. Mwah.